banks of the River Tyne. Take me home to the place that I call mine. It's a place I love best, 'cause it's better than the rest. Take me home to the banks of the River Tyne. There's lights that burn so brightly, in the northeast sky they shine, from a place that Geordies worship, where legends wear number 9. You can travel right round the world, even meet the Pope in Rome, but nothing beats the feeling of when you come back here to home. No matter how life changes, we'll never be far apart. The northeast always home, and it's always in your heart. Take me home to the banks of the River Tyne. Take me home to the place that I call mine.
Good evening everybody on this transfer deadline day, and also Carabao Cup semi-final second leg tonight as well. So yeah guys, before we get into that, if you like what you see, then please smash the like button. It really does help the channel up the search results, so smash those likes. Thank you very much. Also, if you're brand new to the channel, then please hit the subscribe button. It's free to do so, helps the channel grow, and bell notification tells you when I'm live, have a pre-record, or any upcoming shows. Currently at 340 subscribers, so thank you very much to everybody indeed, and I'm now 10 away from 350 and 60 away from 400. So guys, yes, it is transfer deadline day. Before we get into anything like that, let's get into some comments, because the comments have come in. Sefton came in with an earlier comment about half an hour ago saying, "Have a great show, people. I'll be driving into work when you are broadcasting, unfortunately, but away the lads, 3-0, and go canny on the apple juice." Well, I can't promise going canny on apple juice, Sefton. I'm going to have a couple of whiskies, that's for sure. So I'll have a few drinks tonight. Evening, says William. Evening, William. Hope you're well, mate. Thoughts on deadline day? Yeah, we're going to come to that, mate. Absolutely. Sai. Hi, Sai. Hope you're well. He says, "How are the lads?" Absolutely, mate. Join us on Facebook. Luke says, "Evening everyone, how are we all feeling?" I'm feeling confident about tonight, that's for sure. So yeah, we shall see. Joe says, "Evening Tony, can't wait to watch us win tonight and get the Carabao Cup final." Absolutely. Yeah guys, so like I say, I mean, we all know, you know, what today is. Today is deadline day, and yes, I mean, this morning we had the news that Harrison Ashby has completed his move to Newcastle United and is now a Newcastle player, coming from West Ham United for a fee of £3 million plus add-ons and also a sell-on clause. He gave a great interview. So most of the interview, he gave a great interview, and he seems very level-headed, the young man, and we look forward to seeing what he can bring on the pitch. But not only that, he's got a great teacher in Kieran Trippier, so there's a lot to come from this lad, and he won't make the bench tonight because obviously he's just signed, so he's not signed in time for the bench, but I'm sure he'll be on the bench against West Ham on Saturday. Wouldn't that be brilliant, eh? So yeah, guys. We're still waiting if there's some transfer news surrounding this guy, Ryan Fraser. According to sources, Hull City are trying to finalise a deal for him today. Not sure if it's a loan or a permanent, not seen what it is, but I'm surprised he'd be going to Hull City, to be fair. I thought he would have gone to a Premier League team, because he's definitely worth a lower of the table Premier League team, that's for sure. John Joe Shelby, we're still waiting on hearing what his move's done. Everything's apparently agreed, so I don't know what's the hold up there, but I'll tell you what the hold up is. Sorry, the hold up is our end. We haven't given clearance yet to Forest. So are we holding this deal back now because in case we don't get anybody in by 11 p.m? which is which is not great, is it? So that's why it's held up because of our end. We haven't given clearance yet. So we just wait and see on this one, guys. Got some comments in here. Lee says, all right, Tony, 3-0 to win night. Come on, mate, you 2-0 me. Yeah, absolutely, mate. I hope so. Joe says, he will do well in the future with Trippier showing him everything he knows. Yeah, definitely. Matty Max says, hi, Tony, can't wait for tonight. Can you see Gordon game time this weekend? Quite possibly be on the bench, but I can imagine he'll come off and make his debut. Alan says, evening, Tony, looking forward to tonight. Big chance, got to take it. Always better under the lights, absolutely, and the scarves as well. So, yeah. Lee says, John Joe back at Newcastle tonight. Might be seeing a farewell night. Yeah, that's what the plan is anyway. And, you know, I mean, got a feel for the lad. I mean, he's still not been signed off yet, but I can't see we're holding that up, to be fair. But we'll need a midfielder. And are we going to get anybody by 11 o'clock? That's the thing. It's getting a bit tight now, isn't it? So, again, we just have to wait and see. This guy as well, he's supposed to be on his way to the whole city, called Darlow. But, again, nothing's come out about him, apart from Eddie Howe seeming to be on the bench tonight. So, we wait and see, but I think he's going after the game as far as I know. Probably everything's signed and sealed. It's just a matter of having him on the bench. So we will see, guys. But I mean, there was other news going around today that apparently if we don't get a midfielder in, we could recall either Isaac Hayden from Norwich City or Jeff Hendrick back from Reading. Now, Isaac Hayden is actually injured still, so it won't be Isaac Hayden coming back, that's for sure. So that means Jeff Hendrick. Don't want him back at this club, I'm sorry, he's not good enough. I'm sure there's talented youngsters in the under-23s that could do a better job than Jeff Hendrick, to be fair. So I hope to God we don't bring Hendrick back. Please don't. Rumours are circulating that we've put a £35 million bid in for Gallagher. Conor Gallagher of Chelsea. He wants to move, but apparently Chelsea don't really want to sell to us as they see us as a rival. But yet they're going to sell Jorginho to Arsenal, who want a rival. So hang on a minute, where's this coming from? You know, to me, it's a bit of a stupid one from Everton. From Chelsea. They see us as a direct rival, but yet they sell Jorginho to Arsenal. I really don't get that one, and like I say, it's a bit of a strange one if you ask me, but who am I to say? Lee says, good luck to John Joe. He's been so fantastic over the years. Good luck for the future to John Joe. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, John Joe's been absolutely brilliant. He's been a great servant at this club. He's been here over 7 years and he's gone through the mire here. And do you know what? We wish him well and wish him great luck. Joe says, what's up with Elliot Anderson? I'm not sure what's up with Elliot Anderson at all, Joe. Has he got another niggle again or not? I'm not sure. I like the sound and what I've seen of the two new players, but we'll be disappointed if we don't strengthen the midfield. I mean, that's the disappointing part. If we don't strengthen it, I mean, I think what we're probably doing is we're probably looking at the fact is we've probably got enough to see us through the season. The other problem we've got to look at is as well, we're stuffed by FFP. Now, this FFP is a pain in the backside, to be fair, because it means we can't go out and just splash the cash like we want to. I'm sure if we could splash the cash, I'm sure we would be, but we can't. That's the problem. And the problem lies with the previous owner, because he's done a lot of things wrong, which has stuffed the FFP up completely. And yes, he left the club on a good footing, like, debt-free. We thank him for that, but that's the only thing we can thank him for. Other than that, he's done too many wrong things, which has not helped the club. So when the new owners have come in, they're restrained to what they can spend, even though they've got plenty of money to spend. They just can't spend it as much as they want to. And the problem lies when Ashley was paying out for transfer fees straight out instead of paying them over instalments, not bringing enough money into the club as well. The club wasn't generating a lot of funds, so that's why the owners are trying to bring these sponsors in so they can get a lot of sponsors in the club, so it's generating money for the club, which then pushes FFP up for us and it makes it even better as well. So we're sort of tied, our hands are sort of tied because of that. But like I say, that's still 4 hours of the window and a deal can be done. So it's not to say that it can't be done. But we wait and see what happens by 11 p.m. And of course, guys, as long as the game doesn't go to extra time, which I'm hoping it doesn't. I don't think it will do. But anyway, after the game tonight, I will be straight back in with a reaction show. Plus, I'll be leading up to the deadline day at 11 p.m. So if you want to stay with me after the game till 11 p.m. when the deadline day window shuts, then you can certainly do that as well, guys. And we'll see the window till its end altogether. CD says, I'll be disappointed if we don't get a midfielder in. Yeah, absolutely. We need another midfielder in desperately. Do not want Jeff Hendrick near this club again. Sorry. Hello, Tony and Olsey is Wayne. Hi, Wayne. I hope you're well. Just hope all the Chelsea done could bite their backside, says Lee. Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree. I mean, Fernandes is having his medical in Portugal. Chelsea are paying that over 6 instalments. Man U have gone in for a midfielder from Germany, and Chelsea joined in as well. I mean, it's like, you can't do nothing without Chelsea being behind you and trying to get muscle in as well. I mean, where are they going to fit all these players? I just think it's a lottery what they're doing with all these players, and I hope they don't qualify for Europe this year, and I would like to see how these players react next season. CD, I'm getting nervous about the semi-final. Bring on Wembley, absolutely, mate. Don't be nervous, mate, because I think once if we get an early goal, I think we'll go ahead and crush Southampton, to be fair. Joe says, I think there might be deals getting sorted behind the scenes. That is the thing, Joe, and that is exactly the point that I've been trying to make to people as well. There is behind closed doors. These media people don't know what's going on. We don't know. What's to say we're not talking to Leicester and sorting out a deal for Maddison, for instance, or for Tielemans or whoever? You don't know. That's the thing. And the media are second guessing. But, it's like, I haven't seen Sky today because I've been at work, but a friend said to me that all they've done on Sky is bring it up, Newcastle can't do this because of FFP. And it's like, why do you keep bringing us into the conversation? What about Chelsea? What about their spending? Is nobody scrutinising them? But, as soon as we make a transfer, we're scrutinised for it. And it's just getting beyond the joke now. William says, better accountants needed for this FFP. I believe we've probably got the best accountants, but I just don't know what's happening. Andrew says, I read. I am Ari. Andy, are you? Good. John says, hi, Tony. Hi, John. Hope you're well. And he says, and I'm afraid you're right, Joe, says CD as well. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's the thing. You don't know. There could be stuff going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. Yes, and no deals happen right up to 11 p.m, so fingers crossed. Yeah, absolutely. Excited, says Andrew. Sorry, I'll just get the comments. There we are. John says, how is Chelsea getting around the FFP? Because they're paying a lot of stuff in instalments. They're paying Fernandes over 6 instalments. They're putting players on huge contracts, massive, 8-year contracts like Badiashile. They can't do that from next year because Chelsea's already spoilt that. So next year they can't do that. But as I say, Chelsea's going to bugger it up for a lot of teams, and that's the problem. Joseph, I'd be happy with Maddison or Gallagher. Yeah, absolutely. Again, it can be easily done. It can be arranged. Andrew says, excited even. Yeah. William says, Chelsea are putting in long-term deals, which is helping FFP. I think, yeah, they are. Because they have said if they paid out outright for Fernandez, that would break their FFP. So that's why they're doing it in installments to keep within the constraints of the FFP. I mean, it's just astounding the way Chelsea have gone on. Um, I mean, if I was Chelsea manager and I was having all these players thrown at me, um, and all these players came and being thrown at me, I'd be like, what the hell am I supposed to do with them all? How are you going to get them all? You've got to get them all gelling, and it's just like it's a mess, and it is. Just a bit of breaking news, guys, and it doesn't concern us, by the way. It concerns Leicester City. And it does. I suppose in some ways it does because they still owe us money. But Jose Perez is closing in on a loan move to Real Betis until the end of the season, as his Leicester contract expires at the end of this current season. So breaking news: ex-Newcastle player Jose Perez is closing on a loan move back to Spain to Real Betis. There we go, guys. So that's breaking from Ben Jacobs, and he's actually saying the deal is now done. So there we go. Perez, no longer a Premier League player. He's now back in La Liga, and he's at Real Betis. So there we go. Jamie Rubens just put a tweet out saying, buzzing to get back to St James's Park for a massive game tonight. Big support from the Mags needed tonight. With a heart. I mean, Eddie Howe did say, because he was asked a question, do you think you'll be still doing deals because you got a game on it? And Eddie Howe says, well, why should it affect my game? He says, because just because we're playing doesn't mean to say we can't be active in the transfer window. So that's an indication that something could be getting done there. So, like I say, we just wait until 11 p.m. tonight and see if anybody does come through that door. But necessarily it might not be 11 p.m. we hear, because remember, if you push a deal through a minute before 11, by the time the Premier League go through all that emails and everything and see all these contracts coming through, I don't use fax now, use an email. It's all electronic now. So when they see all that come through, it might be like, say, maybe midnight we get announced, oh, by the way, Newcastle signed this player. And the media might not know unless Newcastle actually tell them officially. I'll put it on Twitter. So we just have to wait and see. And Wayne says, Chelsea getting around FFP through Russian mafia. Well, yeah, they're owned by an American now, aren't they, Wayne? But yeah, I see what you mean. William says, installments are a massive part of FFP. Perez has been so hit and miss for Leicester. Yeah, he hasn't been great, has he? I think we had the best of him under Rafa and that, and then once he went, that was it. Alan says, were financial rules not strengthened after Abramovich first came in splashing the cash in 2003? Yep, they were brought in after that, and after the Man City takeover as well, Alan. And, you know, they just, because people kicked off about the way they were just spending money. I wish we could do it like that. I think the owners would love to do it. I think PIF would love to be going out there splashing it on an Enzo Fernandez or whoever. But unfortunately, we can't. I've just seen a report tonight there that obviously Bournemouth were trying to get Zaniolo from Roma, but their owner actually blocked the move because he said... the owner blocked the move because he said he didn't want to spend any more money in this window. So it was the Bournemouth owner, and it wasn't Zaniolo himself. Apparently he wanted to go. So, make of that one. I mean, that's a strange one, isn't it? But then again, I can see his point if he doesn't want to take Zaniolo because it's a big contract. And if say, for instance... that they go down, the amount of wages that Zaniolo's beyond, it cost the club a lot of money. So so that's where we're at with that, I think. But yeah, I mean, guys, I've got the team lineup, so I'm going to bring that on screen for you. Just 1 second. And the much anticipated that we thought might have happened hasn't happened. But yeah, I mean, I'm right. Just bear with me while I get this up on screen. There we go. Right, and it should be magically appearing now. There we go. So, guys, team lineup tonight is Nick Pope, Kieran Trippier, Sven Botman, Fabian Schär, Dan Burn, Bruno, Sean Longstaff, Joe Willock keeps his place, Miggy Almiron, Joe Linton, and Callum Wilson's in the team still. On the bench is Darlow, Dummett, Lascelles, St Maximin, Ritchie, Lewis, Isak, Murphy, and Anderson. Right, guys, what is your thoughts? Same lineup. Personally, I would have said give Wilson a rest. He needs a rest. Wilson is not playing well. And I'll tell you what, if he's not playing well tonight, take him off and get Isak on, because I'm sorry, we've got a £63 million striker there sitting on the bench who has done a little bit more than what Wilson's done, to be fair. And he done a lot more last week than what Wilson did when he came on. I mean, guys, what's your thoughts on that team? Are you happy with Wilson still being in the lineup, or would you rather have Wilson being dropped? Because he hasn't really performed well. I mean, personally, we'll back them all. We always do back the team. I would love nothing more than to see Callum Wilson go out there and bang a hat-trick in tonight. You know, and then to say, look, okay, the last few games has been a blip. This, I'm back now. But let's hope. Let's hope. Andrew says same starting 11. Absolutely, Andrew. Just seen something on Twitter says John Madison to City. Yeah, apparently City are looking at him in the summer move. I mean, not being funny, I think if James Madison went to City, that would be a stupid move. Look what happened to Grealish. And I think he would be stupid going to City in the summer, in all honesty, and hope that doesn't happen. Alan says, that's them, got away with it then. Change for everyone else, yeah. And Man City got changed. Yeah, absolutely. Team is the same, yeah. Wanted Isak to get in the team today, but we should get the victory. Come on, boys. How are the lads? Absolutely. Let's hope so. How are the lads? No change. Well, maybe Eddie Howe's seen something in training and probably thought, you know what? We won last week. Let's stick with the same lineup, which I can see his point. Lee says, should have had Isak and Maxi to start. Yeah, we should have straight away. Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. Wayne says, twat man, I had Isak for a hat-trick 3-0. That's down the spout now. Like, you never know. He may come on and score a hat-trick here, Wayne. So don't give up, mate. Don't give up. Yeah, I wanted Isak to start and ESM, says Alan. Yeah, absolutely. Eddie, like the England manager, got to be Willock out. ESM in, surely. I would have thought so, to be fair. I mean, I said my lineup last night, and my lineup was taking Callum Wilson and Joe Willock out that side, and it's unchanged. I'm very surprised it's unchanged. I just hope if Wilson's not doing it, the crowd don't get on his back. That's the thing. I just hope they don't get on his back. But Wilson really does need a rest. John says, like you, I agree. Wilson should be rested. Yeah, he should have been given a rest, John. I mean, it's... Unless Isak is still not 100% to start a game, maybe. I know he started against Sheffield Wednesday, but maybe Eddie just wants to try and ease him in. And remember what Eddie done with Bruno when he first came. Away the lad says, they've got to come at us, leaving space for quick men. Isak and Maxi counter won last week because of starting 11, but because of them two lads. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, them two were like lightning, weren't they? And yeah, to be fair, I thought, in all honesty, I would have thought that that Isak and Maxi would have started this game tonight. I'm very, very surprised they haven't, to be fair. But again, Eddie Howe, you know, he's the manager. He knows what he's doing, and if it doesn't pay off for him, then he takes responsibility for it. Simple as. But that team should go out there and beat Southampton tonight. We just got to start putting these chances away. That is the problems, guys. That is the problem. We need to put the chances away, and that's the part we need to do. So So let's see. Let's see how we go about our business tonight. See how Callum Wilson gets on. And let's hope Callum does. I mean, I'd love nothing more than to see Callum Wilson score. I've got nothing against Callum Wilson. I think he's a terrific striker, but I just think he really does need the rest. CD says, I can only think of Isak and ESM on the benches to change the game if we need it. Yeah, possibilities, yeah. Howie the lads got a bad feeling with that negative team selection. No, I don't have a bad feeling, Howie the lads. Just get behind the side and we'll be fine. Don't worry, mate. Wayne says, I think Wilson needs a rest, but Willock should have been dropped, but I will back him, no doubts about that. Howie the lads, absolutely, Wayne. Absolutely, mate. I mean, it's, like I say, just one of those things, and we just have to, it's just one of those we just got to accept, unfortunately, and but we shall see, and the game kicks off at 8 p.m, so I'm sure we'll tell. And here is the Southampton lineup, guys. So Southampton lineup with Bazzuno in goal, new signing James Bree. He's can play because he's not cup tied. Liancho, Bednarak is in the side in place of Seleta Carr, Salisu, Walker Peters, Diallo, Alcaraz, Ward Prowse, Adam Armstrong starts, and Che Adams. On the bench is Caballero, Perraud, Seleta Carr, who got sent off last week, Lavier, Elanusi, Orsic, Aribo, Edozi, and Seko Mara. So Adam Armstrong, Che Adams coming at the starting lineup ahead of Orsic and Mara, and also Bednarak's in ahead of Seleta Carr, because we caused Seleta Carr a lot of problems last week. I mean, Adam Armstrong, I think, is going to get a lot of stick tonight. As soon as he touches that ball, the fans are going to be on his back. I think after last week's, we went round celebrating around the pitch when he scored. That may come back to haunt him now, because that lad's obviously forgot where he come from. If it wasn't for being at Newcastle, he wouldn't be at Southampton, that's for sure. So Adam Armstrong, needs to remember where he come from. Yes, he might have beef with the former owner, but these are the new owners. Don't have beef with the new owners. They didn't sell you, Adam Armstrong. They didn't hound you out the club. The former owner did. So remember that, and remember where you came from. You should have a bit of respect. Alan says, no, not negative. These players have us where we are in the league, and cup form is temporary, class is permanent. Absolutely. Yep. And Andrew says, Maggot, that team hasn't faltered all season. Absolutely, Andrew. It hasn't. And just Callum Wilson's on a long barren spell. But the only thing is, how long can he keep getting his start? How long can he keep up in the starting lineup? That is the thing. Because if Isak comes on tonight and scores, that's going to put a lot of pressure on Wilson. If he doesn't score tonight and Isak does, that's going to put pressure on Wilson. And I'm just so surprised that Wilson's actually starting tonight, to be fair. But it is what it is, guys. And, we just have to accept it. I'm just seeing if there's any more things coming in on. But, so nothing more on transfers at the moment. But I will keep you up to date if anything happens whilst we're on air. But, what's your thoughts for tonight's game? I'm still seeing 3-0 Newcastle. I still think we'll win 3-0 without a doubt. What's your thoughts in the chat, guys? Do you want to get your thoughts in? What you think the score will be tonight, and who will score tonight? And some news just come in. Well, it came in about 23 minutes ago, and Chelsea and Benfica still can't agree a payment structure for Enzo Fernandez, and the deal is expected to be worth £105 million, which is the price of the midfielder's release clause. A source has told Sky that Chelsea want to pay 6 instalments over 5 years, while Benfica want 3 payments in 2 years. Chelsea's reply was to pay in 2 calendar years, so they want to pay less of a fee up front. Benfica have not answered to this offer, which was received at 6:15 p.m. And remember, Portugal is the same time zone as us. This is why Fernandes did not travel to England for a medical. That is why he's doing a medical in Portugal. So, Chelsea have obviously said they want to pay a less of a fee up front for him, first of all, and then just pay it off in 2 years. But Benfica have not answered to that. This deal could fall through. And that's Chelsea's fault if it does. So let them get on with it, and that'll be absolutely hilarious if this breaks down, because Chelsea will be red faced. So yeah, we watch this space. We watch the space, don't we, with that one? So yeah. It's also worth saying that you can only include 3 new players in your Champions League or Europa League squads for the knockout stages. So the 4 that they've got at the moment, which is João Felix, Modric, Enzo if he signs, and Meduki, Badiashile, Fofana and Santos will not be involved in Euro for Chelsea. So the likes of Meduki, Badiashile, Fofana and Santos will not be involved in Chelsea's squad. Should they put Felix, Modric and if Enzo Fernandez signs in the squad. So that's interesting to know as well, guys. And they won't like that. So there we go. But yeah, I mean, it's a very, very strange one, that's for sure. Lee says, let's get behind the team, the lads. Come on, tune on me. Absolutely, Lee. 100%. Andrew says, I can understand that view in a way, but if he changed and it went wrong, it would be worse. The changes will come at the right time. Squad games, says Andrew. Yeah, how are you, the lads? 2-0 Newcastle, says Arsenal for life. Thank you very much, mate. He reckons Willock and Wilson will score. Let's hope so, mate. I hope you're right. Did you know Ashby last season had 4 goals and 6 assists from 13 starts? That's not bad. Yeah, I saw that, Alan. That isn't bad at all. He done really well, didn't he? And yeah, he looks a good. He's going to be a good player. 7-0 the tune, says Andrew. Joelinton to score first again. Yeah, us to score again. Sorry, yeah. Absolutely. I mean, yeah, I can see that happening. I can see Joelinton getting on the score sheet tonight. And I would love to see Almiron get back on the score sheet as well, because he hasn't been on the score sheet since Boxing Day. So I'd like to see Almiron get back on the score sheet. Paul says, evening, reckon Saints will have to come out of the worst fast to try and quiet the crowd. If they don't, this is done. Yeah, the Saints will come out, but the thing is, we'll have the pace to counter them, and that's the thing. They don't want to come out too much, because if we hit them on the break and we get an early goal, that puts them on the back foot then, and we could run riot. So yeah, let's see. If we start off like we did against Leicester in the quarter-final, when we could have been 2 or 3 up within the first 10 minutes of that game, this time we need to put the chances away. So that's what we need to do. But as I say, guys, that guy starts again tonight. But yeah, it would be great to see this guy get a great goal, wouldn't it? But yeah, if this guy could score again tonight, it'd be absolutely fantastic. Would love a worldie from Miggy tonight, wouldn't we? From just outside the box, but we'll take a tap in. Paul says exactly what I want to happen. Yeah, absolutely. I want Southampton to come flying out of the traps as well, to leave open spaces. Alan says, so they will have a different team for league games, will surely not be able to spend much in the summer. Yeah, absolutely. That's the thing. Chelsea's going to stuff themselves come the summer because they're going to have to be very, very careful. They should be under scrutiny from FIFA and the Premier League, not us. Paul, they could also keep it tight though, as they only need one goal to go to pens. Who knows? Yeah, that's another thing. But we've been great at St James's Park this year. We should, we haven't lost. The last team to beat us at St James's Park was Liverpool last year. So let's keep the run going. Let's keep the run going, guys. Well, we'll have to, because if we want to get through the next round, we got to win this game. Simple as. To the final, I mean. Just checking on any more transfer, just in case anything else has come in, but I don't think anything's been refreshed at the moment. I mean, we're all quite shocked about Cancelo going to Bayern Munich, but apparently he had a bust up on the training field with Pep Guardiola. I mean, but I would have been all over somebody like that coming into the club. I think he's a quality player. Only breaking news from Sky is about Oriose Perez. But still nothing yet on John Joe Shelby's move to Nottingham Forest. But I'm sure once we know about that, that'll be mentioned and we'll find out. I'm just going to check Forest's Twitter page now just to have a look, just in case they've got anything on there. Nope, they've got nothing on there, Forest. They're also busy in the transfer market, Forest, as well, because they're trying to get Felipe in from Atletico, and apparently they're back on of getting Keylor Navas from PSG, maybe now on loan until the end of the season. So I think that's a good move for them, because he's a good goalkeeper as Keylor Navas. Or Keylor Navas, whichever way you pronounce it. Paul says, I read that one. Sorry, Paul. Just showed a video of Ginola, and at the end, it was him doing his famous wink. It then went back to Sky camera, and he was right in it and did his wink again. Brilliant. I mean, it's just, I just can't wait for this game to start. Do you fear them catching us? I worry about Tot. What do you think? What, Chelsea will catch us, or do you think Tottenham will catch us? I don't think Tottenham will catch us. I think we'll be fine. I think it's more like, I think as long as we keep doing what we're doing and we'll keep playing well and remember, we only lost one game this season, so if we can keep it tight, I know we'll see it too, but that was the FA Cup, but in the league we've lost one game. If we keep playing the way we are through the rest of the season, we should be in that top four, no problem. I'm always nervous, and they remain until we get the game and start to control it. Yeah, absolutely, Paul. I mean, the thing is, what we need to do with this game is, guys, we need to go out there, hit them, get the win, get the job done. Just do a professional job. Get out there, win this game. If we get an early goal, we're laughing. We can just go on and win this game comfortably. But the longer it's 0-0, that's when it gets a bit more nervy, because you worry then if they score a goal, as somebody said earlier, it goes to extra time. It could go to penalties. We don't want to go into penalties. We just want to win the thing. So let's win it in normal time and let's get the game won. Simple as that. I mean, wherever you're watching the game tonight, I don't know where you're watching the game, but if you're watching it on Sky, if you want an alternative commentary to Sky tonight, then you could always plug into the Toon Review, and Billy and Alex are on there. And you could have their commentary for the game. So if you want to listen to alternative commentary, tune at the Toon Review at 8 o'clock, and they will do their own commentary for you, and you can just turn the volume down on the TV and listen to Billy and Alex. So you've got alternatives there. on the Toon review, because they're very good friends of mine, and they're a great bunch of lads and lass on there as well. Because I've got to mention lass because Danielle's on there. I can't call her a boy, can I? But yeah, no, they're great people. Paul, Alex, Billy, Danielle, all great. Pete Proudlock, John Sinclair, they're all great people. John's at the match tonight. Pete's at the match tonight. So I hope they're enjoying themselves. I know Pete is because he sent me a picture earlier with his pint of Guinness. But I'm going to have a few drinks myself and watch the game, And then, like I say, after the game tonight, I will be straight in with an instant reaction to all that's gone on tonight's game. Plus, we'll be live all the way through up till deadline day, until deadline's at 11 p.m. Because, as I say, you never know. We might just bring somebody through the door. There's still time. It's amazing how quick a deal can be done. You could have a contract drawn up or anything. You could have it all sorted. What's to say we're not talking to an agent of a player, having a draft contract all done up, ready to go. So, don't despair. We could still have something on the go there. But yeah, guys, I mean, I just can't wait for 8 o'clock. I wish it was 8 o'clock now, but it's not, unfortunately. But I've got to wait another 37 minutes. Well, guys, if you like what you see, please smash the like. It really does help the channel up the search results. Thank you very much. Also, if you're brand new to the channel, then please hit the subscribe. It's free to do so. Helps the channel grow. And bell notification tells you when I'm live, have a pre-record, or any upcoming shows. And, I've done a couple of pre-records over the last couple of mornings just to have a transfer roundup. And then what I'm going to do is I'll do another pre-record tomorrow morning as well, guys. And I'll call that the morning after. So it'll be the morning after tonight's game and the transfer window. So keep an eye out for that in the morning. That'll probably be hitting the screens around about 8 a.m. But as I say, it's a pre-record. So even if you don't watch it then, you can watch it at your leisure anytime during the day or whenever you feel free to watch it. So that'll be happening tomorrow. Just back into some comments here, guys. Alan says, sorry, I'm going on about the league and we have a cup semi-final to win. No, that's absolutely fine, Alan. No worries at all, mate. He says, but don't get me wrong, want to win a cup, but Champions League is bigger hope for me. Yeah. Do you know what, though? There's no reason why we can't win the cup and win the not win the Champions League. Sorry, guys, I mean be in the Champions League. But yeah, maybe a long way off before win the Champions League, but definitely. Lee says 2 players before deadline tonight would do. Do you know what it is, though? This is what I'm saying. There could be stuff going on behind the scenes that nobody knows about. Not even Sky knows about this, you see. So we could be doing deals and nobody actually knows. We could have non-disclosure agreements in place that nothing's leaked out to the media. So who knows? Ashton says, what do you think of the Southampton lineup? What are our chances, do you reckon? Ashton, do you know what it is, mate? I think we'll beat them. I think we will. Adam Armstrong, I think we'll get a rough reception tonight from the fans. I think G. Adams, yes, he's not a bad player. They've swapped Bednarak over. He's a bit of a stronger centre-half than Select Car, to be fair. But all in all, we should be able to breach that Southampton team. And I think if we score early, we could go on and score a few and win that game. So let's see what happens, Ashton. Hype for the lads, absolutely, mate. 3-1 tonight. Yep, can do both. Sorry, Alan, I'm being greedy. I want a clean sheet, Alan. So does Pope. And I don't think Pope would be happy if he's saying we're going to breach a goal. I'm only joking, by the way. Ashton says, I hope we get a John Joe replacement if possible. Yes, I do as well, hopefully. Ashton says, hope you play well. How are you, the lads? Absolutely, I'm sure we will. We're under the lights in front of our own fans, 52,000 fans. Don't know how many Southampton are bringing with them, but we'll have our flags going. It's going to be an amazing night and can't wait for the game to start. And Alan says, yes, it will be amazing tonight. Absolutely, Alan. It's going to be an amazing night all round. And we really do look forward to the match and we can't wait for it to start tonight. But yeah. So guys, I'm coming, like I say, I'm going to be wrapping up soon. It will be amazing at the moment tonight. Yeah, absolutely. The atmosphere will be mint. Yeah, it will be absolutely 100%. But yeah, let's hope we do. I think Shelby's supposed to be at the game tonight, isn't he? I think he's coming out to say farewell to the fans. So that'll be a nice touch for him coming out and doing that tonight. So we'll see that tonight, and then obviously I think the two players will be probably introduced tonight as well. I would imagine so before the game. So we're going to see we'll see Anthony Gordon, Flash Gordon as we call him, and Ashby as well. So they'll both be paraded before the game starts. So that will be exciting. I'm just seeing if there's any news on anything on the transfer market on Sky. If you just bear with me, guys, so I'll have a look. Only thing that's coming is Fulham are expected to sign Cedric Suarez on loan from Arsenal. Apparently, Lascelles and Fulham pulled out the Sander Berge deal, so I don't know what's gone wrong there. So something's obviously gone on there that not only us have pulled out, but also, Fulham. Arsenal are set to make a formal announcement on Jorginho, and Albert Sambi Lakonga is going to Palace on loan is close. So there we go, guys. So that's the latest there I can give you on that news. But yeah, guys, like I say, got some more comments. Who's the name you got on the back of your top? I've got Isak on the back of my top. Lee says, Dan Burn to score and him to do his dance. Do you know what? That would be fantastic. Dan Burn to do his dance tonight. That would be absolutely brilliant. Ashton says, Isak, Wilson, Mickey, goals, how are the lads? Yeah, absolutely. Harry L, 9 years ago. Hi, Harry. I see Chris Woods at St James's Park tonight. The lucky Geordies with tickets need to lift that roof off. Yes, they do. I didn't know Chris Wood was there tonight, so obviously he's come back to support the guys. Fantastic from Chris Wood. What a fantastic professionalism from that man to do that, because he didn't have to, but he's obviously come up with Shelby, and they're there to support the guys tonight. That's your first time, Harry, then please smash a like and subscribe, mate. That'd be great. Thank you very much indeed, guys. So, guys, yeah, I mean, like I say, I'll be back after the match. So I'll be back with a instant reaction, and also looking ahead to transfer deadline day closing at 11 p.m. So if you come back on live, please join me for that. I will put out a broadcast announcement for that, so you'll see that announced, and you'll get notified if you've hit that bell button. But if you like what you see, guys, please smash the likes. It really does help the channel. And also, if you're new to the channel, then please hit the subscribe. It really is free to do so and helps the channel grow. And also, bell notification tells you when I'm live, have any pre-records or upcoming shows. Alan says wood, thumbs up. Yes, absolutely, Alan, 100%, mate. But yeah, so guys, I'm going to get ready and get prepared for the game. Everybody else probably wants to do the same, but don't forget, if you want alternative commentary to Sky TV, then head over to the Toon Review, where Billy and Alex will bring you their unprecedented commentary themselves. So head to Toon Review and they will help you out on that. But guys, until then, I will be back after the game. I'll put out for 10. If it's any earlier, I'll just come on a little bit earlier. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching this episode, and hope you've enjoyed the show. And come on, how are the lads? Let's win tonight, 3-0. Come on, let's march on to Wembley and take on the mighty Man United. Who they think they are the mighty Man United, but I'm sure we can go there and beat them, because they're now without Ericsson, who was out until April. So yeah, there we go, guys. So thank you for watching, and I will see you later. Bye-bye for now. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.